Okay, let's walk over to our video wall. And what we'll do now is we'll take down our digital signs, right, and pull up what we call our command center. So command center is where we integrate our digital media systems with what we call our physical security virtual matrix. Now the virtual matrix, what it allows us to do is basically take any of our IP camera feeds and post it onto any of our digital signs here. So I'm going to change what's playing on here using the application that's on your right screen, which is our Video Surveillance Operations Manager. Now I'm going to pick our courtyard view, and I just hope that this doesn't, again, alert our Cisco security. And I'll pick the top right monitor there and say put view on this application. And when I do, what essentially we've done there is we've changed what's playing on that top screen. And I'm also going to do our pan tilt zoom capabilities on the Video Surveillance Operations Manager, upon which what you'll see now on that screen is that same motion being captured and shared on the screen here. So the gist is perhaps you have some incident, accident, or some event that you want to pull someone into that scene. They're away from your command center, away from that event, but close to a digital sign, identify that sign, and with our virtual matrix be able to post any of our cameras or your cameras onto that screen there, pulling them into that scene. Now the other thing that we can do with our IP cameras is turn it into a virtual motion detector. That means that wherever our camera is pointed, you don't need any cables, no wires, no motion detectors, right? And basically identify an area where you want motion detected, create a virtual perimeter around that, and once it detects motion, take some action. So on the wall to my left, I have a sign that reads motion. I have a virtual perimeter around that. It can be as small as that sign, it can be as big as this wall, or a trip line on the floor, right? And once it detects motion, have it take whatever action you want. And in our case here, after detecting motion, what I have it doing is taking the IP camera that's monitoring the space, posting it up onto our command center here, alerting the operator saying, hey, I got motion, and here's what that looks like. So something simple for our demo, but that can certainly be as elaborate as you need for it to be for your use case. It can be a single action, or it can be a series of action that it takes thereafter. So what I'll do now is I'm going to take this down and bring back our video wall. Our video wall, this is good for sports and entertainment, convention centers, your lobby, wherever you have a big congregation of people and you have a lot of content that you want to share. So with this video wall here, you can basically put whatever content and play whatever content you want that's ever changing on these digital signs here, as we have different content on all four screens. Now let's say you wanted to play the same content on all four screens. You can certainly do that and do that quite easily. But in our case here, what you'll see are black screens, mainly because I want to interact with our digital media manager on my desktop. Again, on your right screen. And just let me log in, authenticate myself. After which I'm going to show you how we actually manage our different digital media players using this application. So from this application, I go to the digital signage. And under digital signage, what I'll do here on your right screen is I'll pull up our digital media players. So as I mentioned earlier, we can group these digital media players together. And what you'll see here are groupings of our digital media players. And I'm going to select our video wall. On that video wall, I have one digital media player that I'm very interested in to do what I just described to you, which is display the same content on all four screens. Now, as you see here, I'm pulling up my video library. Now, it can be presentations, right? It can be URLs as well, right? And what I'm going to select here is I'm going to select one of our URLs that we're pointing to and simply just say go. By doing so, I'm now changing what's playing on this screen here and pointing my digital media player, which is down here, to the right content I want to play it. Now in this mode, what we can do is we can take advantage of the video wall capabilities of our Cisco displays. And what I mean by that is by using its video wall capabilities, we can turn these four screens into one big screen, right? Now we have a 2x2 configuration here, a 2 high by 2 wide matrix, but we can go up to a 5 high by 5 wide matrix. So that's a pretty big matrix given the fact that these are Cisco 52-inch 1080p high definition LCD monitors. So let me take down our video wall or turn that off and rejoin you at the podium.